Hi everyone. The holidays are over, it's the new year, and it is the month of January. Around here, that means snow and ice and just really cold winters in western New York. And it also means cold and sickness season. And as much as I've shown you how I love coldies and they have saved me and spared me from so many colds, I did manage to get sick this past week. And the worst is that it happened to be on a day that I was planning to go shopping, my monthly shopping. So needless to say that we have been scrounging around this week. Yesterday I went and looked in the freezer and it was so almost totally bare. I ended up literally heating up a package of just mixed vegetables with butter and Parmesan cheese and having that like as lunch. I'm also running low on a lot of things I need, like that Fructis hair product that I put in my hair after a shower. I realized I was down to where I have to like actually take off the lid and try to scrape every last bit of it out of the container. And so I'm excited to pick that up, and just a lot of things that we really need. We even ran out of paper plates. So that has felt like another tragedy in my house, where we're constantly running through actual plates in the dishwasher and stuff. And on my way here, I did the only reasonable thing that any mom would do who's been sick at home and not having hardly anything. I stopped and got a breakfast sandwich and frozen coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. So I did splurge a little bit there. I am about to go in now to Walmart, Wegmans, and Aldi, and I will show you the haul when I'm done. Well, I am back, and as you can see, it's dark outside now, and these are the groceries I picked up, and you can see there's a bunch over there on that counter, and there's a bunch over there. And oh my goodness, can I just tell you that this was definitely my most exhausting grocery haul I've ever done. And I honestly know it has to do with the fact that yesterday I still felt so sick. And so, it just takes you a while to get over sickness, doesn't it? I feel like even though I'm mostly over it, I'm just a lot weaker. So I'm going to get right into this, but this was a lot today, and I'm very glad that I did get it. I'm glad I'm back, but I'm feeling like I conquered something here from just getting all this home. So these are the things I picked up. I got some ground beef. It's the 80/20, and it's $3.99 a pound. I got 2 big packs of that. It's about a little over 5 pounds. Actually, it's almost 6 pounds each. And then I got some chicken breasts, a lot of chicken breasts, okay? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, and they are $2.49 a pound, almost 5 pounds each. I figure when I buy this, I look at my meal plans, and any meal that includes chicken breasts, I just figure I get 1 of these for each meal. So I must have figured that I had 6 different meals that I needed chicken breasts for, and so I got 6. Actually, this one down here is a chicken thigh. So I got 2, it's one of these. So I got 5 of these chicken breast packs, and 2 of them are the chicken thighs, just like this one. They're boneless, skinless, $3.29 a pound. And then I got a chicken drumstick, big pack, and 2 of these bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. I like to get these packs when I'm making just like baked chicken and have like the crispy skin. And those are only $1.29 a pound. So maybe I should be making more meals with the bone-in chicken thighs. So a lot less money per pound. And then, yeah, they're $1.29 for the drumsticks as well. So I got lots of chicken, and then I got 2 of these shaved beef steak from Aldi. I tried this out last month. I only got 1, and I decided this time I needed 2. They're only around $5, or they might be about $5.99 or something like that, around $5 or $6 each. And they're very thinly shaved, And what I did is I just cooked them up in some beef broth and made like sandwich meat so that we could have like on French bread, do like a French dip. And my husband really raved about it. It was the simplest meal ever. My husband raved about it. My mom raved about it. So I figure that I should do it again because it was really easy too. And these were on special. I got this ground pork and I'm going to use those for, I made these crispy, have you seen those recipes for the spring roll wrapper and you put the pork in it and you make like a crispy spring roll wrapper dumpling? I'm going to make those again. I made those for my kids and my family and they all really loved them. I got this sirloin tip roast. It was 4 pounds, $5.79 a pound, so it was $23. But look, I had to get another one, 22. My 19-year-old's turning 20 and this coming week. And I was going to get this, I was going to make this recipe that I saw online for beef short ribs that looked so good. But I decided this was so much less per pound. And my son is at a place where he'd rather have more meat than a better cut of meat or a different cut of meat and have less of it. Can you relate to that? And then I got these pork sausage patties. I really like these from Walmart. They're in the freezer section and we use them all the time to make like breakfast sandwiches and with different breakfast things we want to do. This is some beef. It says for carne picada. But what I'm going to use it for is beef bulgogi. I have a recipe for that Korean beef dish. It's $6.79 a pound. It was over a pound and a half, and I got 2 of them. And then there's this Alaskan cod, so I'm going to use that and batter them up and make fish tacos sometime this month. I got a big, huge bag of shrimp. So I don't know why I just got this really big desire to make a ton of Asian recipes this month all of a sudden. So this isn't a recipe I saw in a Wegmans magazine for like a coconut shrimp soup with noodles, and it looked really, really, really good. I can post a picture of that. And then I bought this really big pack, not a big pack, but a package of really large. I don't know if you can see next to my thumb how big these shrimp are. These huge shrimp. Because, again, for my son's birthday, a lot of times we'll like make the birthday person either a shrimp cocktail or like one lobster or something like really extravagant. So I thought these looked so big and awesome that he was going to love that. So I'm going to make him a really giant shrimp cocktail. Then I got some honey turkey breast from Aldi. I'm going to do some wraps. We have a Bible quizzing meet tomorrow with our teams. I got some salami. And I'm going to be doing some deli meat in wraps for our lunch. We always have to bring our lunch. This is the honey ham that Aldi sells. I normally like to get the better ham from Wegmans, the deli ham, but it's getting so expensive. It's like $12 a pound or something like that. So this was only like $5 a pound. So I've decided this was good enough. How about you guys? Are you still buying the fancy deli meat that is $10 or $12 a pound, or are you going with stuff like this now? Or maybe you're not buying deli meat at all. Give a comment about that. Have you cut corners at all with your deli meat now that it's all so expensive? And then I got some 2% milk. I got some Greek yogurt. I found so many recipes that I want to make that look good, and they're all Greek yogurt based, it seems like, or cottage cheese. So I got 3 of these cottage cheese containers. I found this one recipe I can post that it has Greek yogurt base, and it's like a pistachio gelato. And I love gelato and I love pistachio gelato. And then there's 2 cucumbers there. I got this big thing of portobello mushrooms. I'm going to try making a mushroom risotto. And some other things I need mushrooms for, but I might have to go back in the middle of the month to get more mushrooms because mushrooms don't stay good for very long. So, and then I got 2 packages of green onion. I have so many recipes, this Asian ones that need green onion in them. I got an iceberg lettuce and a cauliflower head. I got 2 bags of cilantro. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes of butter. I feel like we're always running out of butter, and I'm always calling my mother or my mother-in-law, who both live next door to me, to borrow butter. So I don't like that. And I know you can just pop them in the freezer and keep them. So I'm going to keep a couple extra in there. I got a thing of half and half. I got several of these. Does anyone love these Chobani Zero Sugar key lime pie I got? I love the key lime pie yogurt. Makes me feel like I'm kind of having a treat and eating key lime pie. And then lemon meringue pie. And I like the zero sugar because they don't have the added sugar in them. And I also got one of these packs of the Light and Fit Dannon Greek yogurt with the strawberry cheesecake. My daughter Megan and I both love that flavor. And then I got some of this whipped cream. It's more just for a treat because sometimes my girls will make fancy coffee drinks or hot cocoa and stuff. Then I got a bag of mozzarella. And back there, I got another bag of mozzarella because I realized when I was in Wegmans that I'm making lasagna this month, and this one bag is definitely not going to do it. These are sliced Colby Jack. That's going to go with my wraps, and some mild shredded cheddar. And look at my tower of, instead of my tower of tuna, this time I got a tower of cream cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's because my son said, make sure we have cream cheese. And for his birthday, I'm making a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. And it lasts for a very long time. So it's good for July if you don't open it in the fridge. And I just feel like a lot of times there's recipes that keep calling for cream cheese. So I like to have it around. And I did go through, I bought a lot for Christmas time, and I did go through it. So I got a block of mozzarella down here and a block of sharp cheddar. And look at this, guys. I found, finally, Wegmans now has cotija cheese back in stock. I have checked there like every month for the past like 4 months. They finally had it. It's $11.99 a pound. It was $6.95 for this big wedge here. If you are not familiar with it, it's used in a lot of Mexican recipes. And it's kind of like firm and hard and crumbly. And it has this mild sort of salty taste, and it's really good. We really liked it when we did have it. We had it one other time, but then I could never find it again. Then I got a tower of eggs. 1, 2, 3. How are you guys doing on eggs? My chickens do not lay eggs hardly at all in the winter, so we have to buy them. And you know how expensive. I don't know, are they as expensive as they are in New York all around the whole country? Comment in the comments if you want and let me know how much are your eggs going for per dozen. These I got on a pretty good sale. They were only $2.99 a dozen. Isn't that really good? When I looked at Walmart and Aldi, they were all like $4.50 a dozen. So something about the Wegmans cage-free eggs. Their other normal regular eggs were more similar to the Aldi and Walmart prices, but I grabbed 3 dozen of them because I'm just really feeling like we're going to start using some more eggs and making breakfast sandwiches. And I'm just curious if this is a countrywide phenomena that eggs are so expensive. And if you know the reason why specifically, let us know. I'm assuming there's some sort of, because it had to do with a disease or something in the chickens. I don't know, but it created a shortage. And I just know I'm excited for my chickens to produce in the spring so we can get our own eggs again. And then I got this head of broccoli at Aldi. I got a couple tomatoes, a thing of hearts of romaine, 2 big bunches of bananas, a big thing of celery. This looked really good, Mediterranean crisp salad kit, the chopped one from Aldi. It looked really good. It has all kinds of stuff in it. And I kind of like that. And do you ever get those and then mix them with some other lettuce you have and just make it a little more interesting? I got 2 bags of peppers. I'm going to need those in some of my Asian dishes. And I got 2 jumbo buttermilk biscuit cans. I thought I'm going to bake one of these that has like 8 of them in there and some morning, and then let the kids use the biscuits to make breakfast sandwiches in like fresh hot biscuits. That sounded kind of good. Then I've got some soy sauce. I was out of that. I got some zero sugar French vanilla. I got 3 things of this beef broth. I need that for some different recipes. I got this bag of almonds, pecans, and pistachio kernels, the raw, so they don't really have salt or anything. I don't know. I just really like them. Then I got this roasted and salted one of almonds just for my son. I'm going to give that to him as with his other birthday present. And he just really likes the almonds. And then I got this big thing of applesauce, this marinara sauce, and I got 2 of these traditional pasta sauces from Aldi. And I got that big thing of white basmati rice. I really like the jasmine rice, but I love the basmati as well. So I'm going to try that one this time. And the arborio rice I got because I'm going to try, for my first time ever, making homemade risotto. And last month, I think it was last month or one of the months recently, I bought that little jar of the truffle and mushroom paste. I don't know if you remember that from one of my hauls. I haven't even tried using it yet, so I'm really excited. In my mushroom risotto, I'm going to use some of that paste to give this a lot of flavor. And then I bought a coconut oil from Aldi. We really love using this with our popcorn. I got a bunch of baking products because we did bake a lot over December, and so we're out of a lot of things. There's 2 bags of brown sugar. And I think I got 4 bags total of powdered sugar. One of the reasons I got so much powdered sugar is because I did end up borrowing some from one of my relatives nearby, and I got to give it back to them now. Brown rice noodles. This is for that shrimp soup that I'm going to make. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of these Belgian semi-sweet chocolate chunks, or the big chunks. 6 bags of regular semi-sweet chocolate chips. Spring roll wrappers. They look like that when you moisten them. They're really, really easy to use, but I absolutely love spring rolls, but I didn't buy them to make spring rolls. I bought them to make, I didn't even realize I bought 2 of these. I honestly did not. So I have 2 of them. But yeah, they'll last if you don't open the package. And last time, like I said, I stuffed them with the pork filling, and you put them in some olive oil or sesame oil and bake them on high heat. And they get like this crispy little dumpling, and it's really, really yummy. My kids really like them. You have to make sure you make up a nice sauce to go with them, though, because part of the fun is dipping them in your sauce afterward. So I got 2 packs of these flour tortillas. I'm going to do some Mexican stuff. Like I said, the fish tacos, and I don't remember if I had another Mexican night dish, and then I also am making those wraps with the sandwiches. I got 3 mangoes. They're not ripe at all. Are you the same as me where you buy these mangoes? Sometimes they work out very well, and they ripen nice, and there's nothing like them when they're so good and ripe. But other times I buy them and they seem like they never ripen. Like they go right from not ripe to almost like rotten. Does anybody else have that experience? So I feel like every time I buy them, I never know what's going to end up happening. But they're so good when they're good that it's worth it to me to buy them again. I got 2 bags of carrots, 2 of these little honeys. I looked at the unit price, and they were actually cheaper to buy them in the smaller container at Walmart than to buy like a really large container. And a thing of pepperoni, a thing of cranberries I'm going to use in some salads, some bread flour, and some all-purpose flour. The King Arthur brand is the one I've been buying. I got some fresh rosemary and fresh thyme. Those are going to be used in that recipe where I'm braising, supposed to be braising short ribs, but instead I'm braising that beef roast I showed you earlier. And then I got some elbow macaroni. This pad thai sauce. Okay, so I bought this I just made. I really like this, if you can find this near you. And to make pad thai chicken. Have you ever had pad thai chicken? It's so good. It's kind of like a peanut sort of sweet and salty taste of a sauce. But anyways, I made it last month with chicken and my kids really loved it. I asked them this month, is there anything you want me to make again for dinner that you want to just tell me now and I can get the ingredients? They said pad thai chicken. And I said, but I just made it. And they said, we don't care. We want to have it again. It's so good. So I got that again. Then I got this coconut cream. 2 of those. Those are going to be used in that shrimp noodle soup. 2 cans of tomato paste. I'm going to make a chili sometime this month. And then I got this baby corn. I thought that might be fun in that Asian soup or in a stir fry. I'm going to make some other stir fries. Petite diced tomatoes. These are just plain with no other flavors, and sometimes that just comes in handy. I got a cream of mushroom soup. I might make the chicken and rice dinner sometime, and it takes cream of celery and cream of mushroom, so I got some of that. A baking powder. This big deluxe mixed nuts, salted. We're all out of these, and those are so good for mornings, and they're so good for just snacks. Sugar, regular sugar. I already showed you the powdered sugar. This is the Thai rice noodles. I got 2 boxes. This is for the chicken pad thai I was telling you about. And then 2 boxes of lasagna, because I'm going to have lasagna. I'm going to probably have my daughter make it that one night. She does a good job with it. And then complete pancake and waffle mix from Walmart. This is the large box. My son, who's 9, is so cute. He just comes downstairs, and oftentimes when I'm not even around for a minute, he just gets over there and starts making pancakes. He mixes it up himself and does everything, the whole thing. They might not look as good as some people's, but they're pretty good. The nice thing is with our induction stove, it's pretty safe. And then I got a bunch of these diced tomatoes with green chilies. I got, I think, 9 of those. We like to use those in recipes, and just sometimes we can just pulse them up and make them into their own salsa just as they are. Then I got this thing of roasted salted pistachios. This is going to be for that pistachio gelato I'm going to try making. Honey roasted pecans is for toppings for salads. Then I got 2 of these Great Northern beans, and 9 of these are the diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, oregano. We like to blend these up to make our own sauce, like marinara sauce or pizza sauce or whatever you want to make them into. They work really well. I already showed you that. Then I got some white cooking wine and some red cooking wine. I really wanted to find for my Asian recipe that I needed some rice wine, but even Wegmans, I was so surprised that Wegmans didn't even have rice wine. They had rice wine vinegar, but not rice wine. Italian dressing. So I don't know if I can go online and find it, or if they won't let me buy it because it's wine online. I don't know. Thai culinary stock. This was one of that shrimp soup recipe called for this Thai culinary stock. It has some really good flavors in there. I think I tried it once before and it was really good. Some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Some artichoke hearts. My one daughter really loves those. And some chipotles in adobo sauce. I learned that using these with some chicken and cooking the chicken up in that is a lot like having like the chipotle chicken that you get at the restaurant. Minced garlic. 2 of these fast rising yeast packages just because my daughter likes to bake. 2 of the Aldi chewy fudge brownie mix. And this wild blueberry muffin mix, my daughter had just made some of these and they were really tasty. And here's another bottle of soy sauce because I just wanted to get a couple bottles. I bought a bottle of oyster sauce to do some, to use in some of my Asian recipes. There's 3 more mangoes here. I forgot that I went to another store and bought other ones. So there's 3 more. This is water chestnuts. Again, I'm going to use those probably in that soup that I'm doing or in some Asian thing. And then this is some mild salsa and medium salsa in the refrigerated section. So it's like the fresh. My kids really like that at Aldi. And over here I've got some toilet paper. I think it's 20 rolls. And I've got this big thing of 12 rolls of paper towels. I've got stacks of my seltzer drinks, 2 12-packs of the liter bottles of the ginger, and 3 of the lime. If you're not familiar with these hauls, I'm always getting the same types of seltzer because I love that so much. All my family loves it. We go through this so quickly. And yeah, it's basically just bubbly seltzer water with a little bit of flavor, but no calories and no artificial sweetener. And then we bought these Polar brand cranberry lime, 3 packs of those cans. My daughter asked me to get the cranberry lime because I got it over Christmas break, and she said, "Mom, it tastes like a punch, like a fruit punch that you would make up when you make up punch, but it doesn't have the sugar and stuff." Okay, and then I got these 300 count plates. I needed my paper plates. I almost bought 2 of them because I was so sad to run out of paper plates this month. But then I only bought 1. They're so expensive. And then I got this thing of Donut Shop coffee. This is a case of 100. I got this National Park calendar for my son who's turning 20. I heard him talking recently about wanting a calendar. And then I got some different feminine type products. I got one back there too. And I got some bleach, some garbage bags, some freezer bags, 2 boxes of tissues. I've really enjoyed having tissues around when I've been sick lately, so I thought I'd get some more for the winter. These are only $1 or $1.15 maybe at Aldi. So I like how cheap they are. And then I got this big thing of Downy fabric softener and a big thing of Tide. What's your favorite laundry soap? Do you guys have a laundry soap that you absolutely recommend? Leave it in the comments if you do, because I'm always curious what people really recommend. I got 2 just plain dish soaps. I didn't need dishwasher tablets because I bought a really big thing of them last time, and so I still had a lot left. And then I got a thing of saran wrap and a Crest. I found this little stocking. It was supposed to be a stocking stuffer with dog chews. My girls are going to be so happy to give their dogs this. It was on clearance at Walmart because it was in the Christmas stuff. And then I bought these because my son, I actually returned 1 pair and got these for him. He needed a large, and it came in the double pack. So my son needs these because he's outside a lot and needs to keep his feet from getting freezing cold. All right, then I've got all this stuff over here. I got 4 bags of these broccoli florets frozen. I got 2 packages of wonton wrappers. These were in the freezer section, and I like to make wontons with those. I got this butternut squash ravioli. If you love butternut squash ravioli, I recommend that you find something like this that Wegmans offers, or another brand, and buy them, and you just boil them up. And I do the simplest sauce ever. It's just a brown butter sauce. You just brown, put half a stick of butter in a saute pan and brown it up. It just means you cook it on medium for I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so, until it starts to turn just like a nice golden brown. And sprinkle some dried sage in that brown butter sauce with some salt, and then literally you just toss your cooked ravioli in that for just 30 seconds, like turn off the heat, and it is so good. I can't tell you how good that is. But only if you love butternut squash ravioli. Like, I love it. But that brown butter and sage with it is such a great combination. Make sure you salt it too. And it's very quick to make. Chopped kale. Got 3 bags of that for the freezer. And some green beans. I got this stir fry blend frozen because the soup I'm making with shrimp and noodles, it recommended getting these bags of the stir fry frozen vegetables to put in the soup. I normally don't really like the frozen stir fried vegetables. It just doesn't have the same texture as when you use fresh. But because it's in a soup, I think it will work okay. And those are the Wegmans brand. And then I got these at Aldi, these mango chunks. I hope they taste really good. They were only like maybe $2.68 or something like that a piece. So I thought they were a better price than I found at other places. And I'm just hoping they're kind of like that they're ripe, because sometimes you buy them frozen and they're not. My daughter loves to put mango chunks with cottage cheese, and my daughters both love to make the mango smoothies. So I've never bought these before, bagel skinnies. They're basically a bagel, but see how thin they are? And they're soft. They feel really soft. I bought them at Aldi, and what I was thinking is they looked really perfect for making a breakfast sandwich. So it's not like this really thick bagel on each side and then the egg. So I thought we could do egg sausage or egg ham and then have these toasted. They just looked like they'd work out really well. So hopefully we like them. And then I bought these sun-dried tomato wraps at Aldi for our sandwiches that we're taking tomorrow. And then a thing of 12 grain bread from Aldi, a thing of white bread from Aldi. I bought a whole ton of avocados, 2, 4, 6, 8 avocados, because they were only 69 cents each. And we absolutely love avocados. They're not ripe, but if you put them in your windowsill in a day or two, they'll be ripe. So my thing is, if you only want to use a couple at a time, put a couple in your windowsill and put the rest in the fridge in a bag. Just don't forget about them, because eventually they'll get really dried out and rotten and stuff. But but then take 2 more out, put them in your windowsill when you're done with the first 2, so that you can just keep having nice ripe ones. I got a bag of navel oranges that my family told me they like these better than like the tangerines and stuff, or the clementines. Some red onions. I got 2 bags of these yellow onions. We were totally out of onions, which is not good in my house. And a bag of limes and a bag of lemons and 1 whole green cabbage. I've got a bunch of different recipes that calls for cabbage this month. And a bag of sweet potatoes. I like sweet potatoes a lot lately, and I really like baked sweet potatoes. And then I found this Instagram recipe. I can post it for making a little homemade pasta, just using mashed up cooked sweet potato with a little bit of flour. And then they took that dough and they just snipped with scissors off little chunks into the boiling water and made this fresh pasta with it, and made like a cream sauce. I mean, it just looked really, really good. 2 bags of white potatoes. One of these packages of peanut butter fudge cookies will probably last us like 1 day, because my kids attack it. I don't know, why do I only get 1 package? Because I'm trying to just not have a lot of sugar around. Believe me, there's enough sugar next door at my mom's house that I'm always trying to get my son not to go eat. I did get these because they were on Christmas clearance. Hershey's chocolate mint candy canes. I've been having this little marshmallow and cocoa station over here, and then see how I have the candy canes in the little jar. So I thought I would replenish my jar and put some new candy canes in there. I did get my fructis. I needed that really bad. I'm so excited to get that. And then I got, you know how I like these, I got the grape, 2 of the grape, 2 of the fruit punch. It's the flavor, and it's got sucralose in it, And then this kind, the mixed berry now, these are at Aldi. The mixed berry one with where it says 0 and it says made with stevia. So they are doing some that are made with stevia now if you want to try that. And then this was my favorite of the stir. It's more expensive than those, probably like $1 more for this. I bought it at Wegmans and I just love the strawberry watermelon. It tastes so much like fresh strawberries. And it does have actual strawberry juice, which is why it probably tastes like fresh strawberries. And then my daughter likes the Clear Theory, so I got her a blue raspberry and a fruit punch. And I can't ever remember picking up these, but sometimes I notice that my kids have bad breath. So I bought this 3-pack. I'm going to give one to each of my 2 teenage daughters and one to my son that's living at home who's turning 20. And just to have in their pocket or their purse. It's just like a little strip that you put in your mouth to help your breath. And then I got one of these Smooth and Sleek Pantene shampoos. I still have lots of conditioner at home. And lastly, I've got 3 bags of these Big Dipper tortilla chips and one of this hint of lime. And so now I'm just going to show you my receipts. I went to Walmart and I spent $241 because you can see I had a $13 gift card. So I spent $241.26 at Walmart. At Aldi, I spent $417.93. At Wegmans, I spent $119.54. That was the first time I went into Wegmans was for the drinks and the toilet paper and paper towels and stuff. And then this was my bigger one from Wegmans. I spent $310.04. And then I actually ran back in to get this thing of nuts. So I spent another $16.99. So it looks like I spent quite a lot. And I was able to get a lot today though too. So thank you so much for watching this haul. I hope you're somewhere really warm this January. I hope you're somewhere that has a lot better weather than I have. And I hope you are just having a great week. Thank you so much for watching.